This man who attempted to maim another man is walking around free right now.
And is getting rewarded by getting a booking.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane to me.
Like, he's not been charged. He's not been arrested. As of right now, he literally is just being investigated. But as it says right here, LAPD officials say they received a call about 9 p.m. reporting an attempted murder, and then he had left the venue. So it seems like it was a attempted murder. That's what it got called in as, and the attempted murderer left the scene.
It's been nearly a week since Roger Jackson's brutal attack on wrestler Psycho Stu, yet he remains free and hasn't been arrested. Fans are outraged by the lack of action and are demanding that Jackson be put behind bars immediately.
Dumb animal, put him in a cage, straight up. Not a human, not allowed in society. Control yourself, dumb bitch.
Chael Sonnen surprised many by claiming Roger Jackson's attack was actually scripted. He argued that Roger entered the ring as part of a planned wrestling angle, timing his double leg takedown as arranged. Sonnen said Psycho Stu even cooperated, helping Roger position him in the center of the ring. However, things went wrong when Stu landed badly, hitting the back of his head and seemingly losing consciousness for a short time.
You saw Raja get in the ring as part of a wrestling angle that was scripted and planned. You see Raja come in with his wits about him, waits for the right moment, picks up a double leg just as it was planned. And he's doing this with Psycho Stu, and Psycho Stu is letting it play perfectly. Raja then turns him around so that when he brings him down, it's right in the center of the ring, which appears to be very clearly what they agreed and had planned to do. Now, the landing is not great. When Raja brings Psycho Stu down, it's not great, and Stu lands in a way and he hits the back of his head, and he looks as though he perhaps lost a level of consciousness.
Chael Sonnen analyzed Roger Jackson's punches, noting they looked stiff and not like typical work shots, but at first didn't seem fueled by anger. He explained Roger followed a sequence, lifting, spinning, slamming in the middle, then throwing a punch as if it were a cage fight. However, Sonnen said the planned sequence fell apart when Roger got carried away, losing control and throwing real punches out of anger.
While they were very stiff shots, not what we would call a working shot, it did not appear that Raja had lost his temper. It did not appear that these were being done out of anger, as much as, all right, I'm going to pick you up, I'm going to spin you in a 180, I'm going to bring you down in the middle of the cage, then just like a cage fight, I'm going to land a punch to either side. Whatever's supposed to happen after that. There was a couple of guys there, a referee, another wrestler, perhaps the boys step in. We'll never know. Because at this point, it appears that Raja marked out for his own gimmick and really begins laying some shots in, but those shots are done out of anger.
Mark Henry defended Roger Jackson, suggesting Psycho Stu shed some blame. He said he was never a fan of excessive ribbing or constant jokes and noted that when people crossed that line with him, they always paid the price. While admitting he didn't know every detail, Henry felt Stu mismanaged the situation and took on more than he could handle. He warned that people should be careful about who they provoke and questioned what message it sends when a veteran targets someone much younger.
I didn't like the ribbing. I didn't like the joking. And anybody that talked to me that I didn't think was worthy of having that kind of aggressive conversation, they got that word. And, I don't know the full story, but I do know what I saw. And it looked like he wasn't smart to what was going on. And the dude that was messing with him bit off more than he can chew. And, you got to be careful, one, who you mess with, and two, what kind of example are you as a veteran for inciting a ride with a kid? He's not 12 or nothing, but he's still significantly younger.
Mark Henry and Chael Sonnen also faced backlash for their reactions, as many fans accused them of wrongly portraying Roger as innocent. Viewers argue Roger was out of control and, had he not stopped, he could have seriously harmed or even killed Psycho Stu. Psycho Stu's friend Doug Malawa agreed with MMA fans, saying Raja could have killed Stu if he hadn't stepped in. He claimed Raja wanted to keep attacking and would have targeted him as well. Malawa called Raja a bully, accusing him of hiding behind his father's name and training to unleash violence on unprepared opponents.
Wanted to continue beating up Stu.
I think he would have killed him
if you didn't stop it, right?
I promise you he would have killed him. He would have killed me if he would have got the best of me. If he would have took my legs out from under me like he was trying to, he was going to do the same thing to me that he did to Stu. Clearly, you watch the stream when he's walking away. I'm tired of people fucking with me. I don't care how many times you've been fucking in your life, bro. I don't give a fuck. If you got a fucking problem with the fucking world and the people around you, change your fucking people around you. Change it up a little bit. Go to therapy. Get some fucking help. Don't take it out on everybody else. And then you want to train by one of the best fighters to ever fucking live, your fucking father, use his fucking clout, use his fucking knowledge, and then you want to hurt people that don't fucking train like that? You're a fucking bully. You're a bitch.
Doug Malawa was furious that no one stepped in to protect Psycho Stu, revealing that Stu suffered broken facial bones, lost teeth, and even choked on his own blood after the attack. He explained that Stu was already unconscious from the slam before Raja's punches left him badly injured. Malawa, as his friend, admitted he was shocked others didn't act and apologized to Stu for being abandoned by those who called themselves his friends.
So to get started with it, what actually happened to Stu? How bad are his injuries?
Broken facial bones is from what I'm hearing. Missing teeth. Has no recollection of what happened. Incoherent. And then even from the people closest to it now that I'm disassociating with, they won't even put up the full story. Stu's pretty up. I'll put it this way. What happened yesterday is he choked on his own blood.
On his own teeth, I heard.
Yeah, teeth and blood.
And he lost all of his teeth? Right.
A lot of them, yeah. Broken facial bones. He was out on the slam, and then the guy had made contact multiple times. I remember seeing that, kind of being in shock, and then I just went. Side of that, running in, there was other people that could have got involved that I made eye contact with, but they just stayed by the stage. Let me put it this way. I'm sorry to Stu, that the people that said that they were your friends.
Doug Malawa recalled trying to pull Raja off Psycho Stu, saying he avoided slamming Raja onto Stu and instead tried dragging him aside. But Raja turned on him, went for a double-leg takedown, and nearly dumped him on his head. Malawa said he needed stitches from the struggle and believed Raja was trying to do to him exactly what he had done to Stu.
Didn't really get to see exactly what happened, but I know you've got the bandages there. What happened, man? Like, did he let off a few shots on you? What happened in those exchanges between you two?
Yeah, I got stitches right here. What happened was when I first came in there, my goal was to not tackle him onto Stu. I went in, I looked, I assessed, and I said, I have to pull him away from Stu. So that's why I went to the outside and got under an armpit and tried to throw him off to the side. And when I did that, if you look at the video, you could see him shoot for a double leg on me and try to take me down. He was working the whole time to try to get an advantage, get my legs, dump me on my head so he could do the same thing to me that he...
Doug Malawa blasted Raja Jackson, calling his mindset pathetic. He said he only stepped in to defuse the situation when Raja suddenly went for a sloppy double leg and punched him in the eye. Malawa, who showed no aggression, labeled Raja a nobody and a clown for attacking a half-conscious man and then swinging at someone simply trying to help, adding that Raja was lucky he was already exhausted from his own match.
When we're in the ring and I'm breaking it up and he shoots a fucking double leg on me, by the way, work a better fucking double leg, you fucking prick. And then I'm telling you to fucking calm down. I'm not even fucking fighting. I'm not even being fucking hostile. Then you're trying to fucking work and get lower, do this, change positions, and I'm over here having to swim with you, all this other shit. And then you fucking punch me in the fucking eye after we're breaking it up, you fucking loser. That's why you got fucking headbutt, and that's why I fucking punch you, and you're fucking lucky I was tired from the match before this. What kind of fucking person are you? You fucking low-life fucking clown. You want fucking clout, so you beat up a guy that's fucking half unconscious. You punch a guy that's trying to break up a fight and not even trying to fight you. I wasn't even trying to fucking hurt you. The fuck is wrong?
The MMA guru also tore into Raja Jackson, calling him an animal for slamming Psycho Stu and pummeling an unconscious man. He criticized everyone who stood by, insisting Raja looked like he was trying to kill him, while praising the pink-haired fan who intervened. Guru concluded by saying Raja doesn't belong in society and should be locked in a cage.
Stick 13%. I mean, I'm sick of seeing it raining down shots on unanswered. Dead people, like he's unconscious on the ground, you just slammed him on his head. And now you're throwing 12 unanswered punches over and over again until you're trying to kill him. And the ref and all those is in the ring that didn't stomp his fucking out when he was doing that. Bruv, Raja should have got fucking out cold in that ring. No one was doing anything about it but that pink hair guy. Shout out to the pink hair guy for jumping in the ring and trying to stop him at least. Brother, dumb animal, put him in a cage. Straight up. Not a human. Not allowed in society. Control yourself, dumb bit. Bring that sparring partner back. Tornado kick him again. Dumb.
Some fans felt MMA Guru went too far with his words, but he defended himself, arguing that Raja's brutal actions were nothing short of attempted murder. He insisted his harsh labels were justified, saying Raja acted exactly like a dangerous animal.
Call him the word. Let's just call it what it is. You do some shit like that. I think that the ultimate sentence would be all of us joining in and saying it, bruv. I should be able to call him the word and no one should care. He's an attempted murderer, man, over nothing. Over nothing. I should be able to call him whatever I want.
Paige Jackson later addressed the incident, expressing regret over what happened. He admitted he couldn't excuse Raja's actions, but said he must stand by his son as a father. Rampage stressed the case is now in the hands of the legal system, asked for privacy, and shared concern for Psycho Stu and his family, wishing he had been there to stop it sooner.
I can do on that side, but be a father, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know I can't talk about that shit. I can't talk about any details and stuff like that. I can't really go into nothing. I hope y'all can respect that. You know what I'm saying? I can't say much about that shit. You know, it's really not my place to say anything, and we gotta let this shit play its course. This shit put me in like a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad about Psycho Stu and his family. His family had to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know all the stuff that went on. I just wish it was. I just wish I could have been there, but I couldn't. I was out of state, dropping my other.
Paige Jackson clarified he wasn't excusing Raja's behavior, only standing by him as a father. He added that he hopes Psycho Stu can one day forgive him, even if others never fully understand the circumstances.
Don't condone Raja's conduct. I don't condone none of this that happened. So we're gonna see what happened, and I'm gonna continue to be a father, and I hope Psycho Stu can forgive me myself as a dad, because for not understanding everything, you know what I'm saying, and let's see what happens.
Michael Chandler responded by saying Raja doesn't need punishment, just guidance, believing he made a poor choice rather than being a bad kid. With proper mentorship and positive influences like Hap and Ace, Chandler thinks Raja's life could be turned around. Meanwhile, Matt Brown argued Raja wouldn't get sympathy if he weren't Rampage's son, stressing the attack on an unconscious man was serious enough to potentially warrant attempted murder charges.